We are now going to talk about the various themes that have been raised in the play. And we'll now begin with dreams. Remember that the play gets its inspiration from the poem called Dreams Deferred. 1. Benita dreams of becoming a medical doctor. She is intellectually capable of becoming that, and the family does all they can by supporting her to achieve her dreams. Mama juggles with so many menial jobs in white kitchens. Walter and Ruth also work and deprive themselves of some of the basic things of life in order to help her in her education, which is expensive. The family keys in her dream, and that is the reason why when Mama receives the money, Mama hands a specific amount of money, giving strict instruction to Walter that he should save that money separately for Benita's medical education. Benita also dreams of discovering about her African ancestry. That is the reason why she takes interest in Asagai. She cuts her hair low in order to make it look natural. She takes interest in African history and its legends. He also dances heartily to the African fabrics that have been brought to him, which he wears proudly. Secondly, Old Younger's dream had been to have a home, which they can call the Younger home. Consequently, he works so hard, taking and sapping every energy from his body, that when he dies, there is an insurance money. Although his dream is not fulfilled in his lifetime, Mama is bent to see that her husband's memory is celebrated by buying a house which the Younger can proudly move in there at the end of the day, which is theirs. Thirdly, Mama also has dreams of her own, and her most important dream is to keep her family together. She is very particular, and she takes interest in the welfare of members of her family. She realizes that Ruth is not taking proper care of Travis. She realizes that Walter is neglecting his wife and tells him to pay attention to his wife. She realizes that there is a lot of conflict between Benita and Walter. She realizes that Benita becomes very angry with her brother, especially when her part of the money is lost in a careless investment. Yet she tells Benita it is still the right moment for her to show love to her sibling. The second dream is that of the fulfillment of her husband's own dream of having a home for the Younger family. That explains the reason why when she catches the money without asking the permission or asking the opinion of other family members, she goes straight and gives a down payment for a house at Clybourne Park. And she only comes back home to the Younger apartment to inform them that she has bought a home for the family. She has always dreamed of having a home which has space where Travis can play. Walter also has dreams of his own. He wants to invest in a liquor business which can change the welfare of his family. He wishes to own an office downtown, a house and a fleet of cars. He also wishes to give Ruth a beautiful life by providing her with good jewelry and clothes. Above all, he wants to give Travis a good education. Ruth also has her dreams, and her dream is for her to have the husband that she had known, who had been so loving, and that's why she feels so bad because her husband does not show much concern to her anymore. Consequently, when her husband takes her out for cinema and the whole hand, she comes back home elated and full of excitement. She also dreams of quitting the younger apartment, which is very uncomfortable, to a better house. And when Mama comes and announces that she has bought a house at Clybourne Park, she's very happy. And she tells Benita that the first thing that she will do when she gets into the house is to take a long bath. George Murchison also has dreams of his own. He wants to be educated. And through his education, he can be accepted in the mainstream culture of American society. It can earn him a good job. It can gain him position. He also dreams of having a simple, sophisticated wife like Benita. Nevertheless, Benita does not consider him husband material because she considers him to be very shallow, because she does not like his condescending attitude, especially towards those who are poor and those who are uneducated. He flaunts his education and intelligence and insults Walter, whom he knows does not understand anything about what he's saying, when he calls him Prometheus. The white community also has a dream of their own, to keep their neighborhood safe from other communities. This is the reason why they do not accept other communities to buy houses and come and reside at Clybourne Park. They have a whole association which takes care of newcomers. And it is for this reason that they send Carl Lindner to come and dissuade the younger family not to come to Clybourne Park by offering them double the amount of money that they had paid for their house. Carl Lindner's expression and proposal to the younger family is a direct exposition of white mentality of superiority. Asagai also has his dreams of using his Western acquired education to effect change on his community. He has come to acquire education so that when he goes back to Nigeria, he can use that to effect change, especially as Nigeria had just gained independence. He also has a dream of getting married to Benita and taking her back to Africa and treat her as a queen. Lastly, Willie Harris has a dream of making easy cash by luring Walter to believe that there is an investment, whereas it is fake. He wants to dupe the younger family of their father's hard-earned money. And when this money is entrusted in his hands by Walter, he disappears into the thin air, leaving the family in conflict and in melancholy.